another episode of Project Talk, where PropTiger connects viewers to the industry and to their dream homes. I'm Sneha Sharon, your host for the day, and we have representatives from the Shapoorji Pallonji Group today, and we're discussing their project in Powai by the name Vicinea. As home buyers and investors, if you're looking at the Powai market, this session is just for you. Our panelists from Shapoorji Pallonji include Mr. Satish B is General Manager Sales and Marketing at Shapoorji Pallonji. Welcome. Mr. Akshal Kurivalla is Deputy General Manager Sales and Marketing at Shapoorji. Mr. Purvang Patel is Additional General Manager at Shapoorji. Welcome. And from PropTiger, we have the Regional Head for Mumbai, Mr. Nitin Gautam. Warm welcome to all my panelists. Now, we've already received a lot of questions and I look forward to an insightful discussion today. But before we begin, I'd request Mr. Satish and Mr. Gautam to go ahead with a brief introduction about the companies they're representing. Starting with you, Mr. Satish.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the webinar. Thank you for joining. To introduce Shapoorji Pallonji as an organization, we are a 150-year-old organization spread over 60-odd companies with 15 streams of business with approximately 70,000 employees across the world. We are a brand which is closely associated with a lot of people's lives. Perhaps a lot of people would be unaware that we touch people's life in so many ways. Our business is spread from making large infrastructure, which includes roads, and some of the best known infrastructure like the metro rail in Delhi and the metro in Kolkata is something that we have made. From road perspective, we have created about 45,000 kilometers, 45,000 plus kilometers of roads. I'm sure a lot of you would have used these roads, right? Apart from that, we are into, solar energy generation. We are into oil exploration and the other products like your water purifier, air purifier, and your, the things like that, which I'm sure day to day, a lot of people have used. Coming to real estate as an organization, we've been present for quite some time in the market right now. We have about 14 projects which is ongoing right now across 5 cities in the country, which includes Vicinea, which we'll be presenting today. Right, so that's about we as a company right now.
Thank you. Mr. Gautam.
Sure. So hi, welcome everybody on this webinar. PropTiger is part of the Elara Technologies. PropTiger was established in the year 2011. And from 2011 to 2020, we have served more than 25,000 odd families in their journey of finalizing a home. Our services include not just helping the buyers in deciding the home, but also the ancillary services related to the home loan, the legal aspects of the property and others. And we provide all these services to our clients without any charge.
Thank you. I'm sure our viewers are waiting for more information on the project and what the company has to offer. So we'll straight away head to the questions. My first question is for you, Mr. Satish. How is the real estate market currently faring and what has been the repercussions due to COVID-19?
Sneha, right now, due to the COVID thing, what's changed in the market? Yes, there's been a lot of challenges in terms of liquidity, which everybody is facing. But given the fact, the background of a company like ours, we've been in business long enough to be able to handle these situations. We have seen in the past, whether it is the IT bubble bust or change in regime of taxes, or for that matter, even your demonetization. So situation right now is similar to that. What has changed? I think face-to-face interaction with people have stopped, which is the new normal right now. We interact with people like the way we are interacting right now. People did start off in the initial days with a lot of apprehensions about investing monies. But we are happy to announce that we have made about 250 crores worth business in the last 3 months. So people's apprehensions are slowly going down. And with brands like us and in grade A developers, people have started coming forward and investing once again.
Okay. Also help us understand that on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready is your company to adopt the new normal, that is the digital shift?
Right. So we are right there. In fact, we have introduced a platform called Virturo, which is a proprietary platform of Shapoorji Pallonji, which 100% replicates a site visit experience for a consumer virtually. So we have everything that a consumer could probably look at it when he visits the site. So we have all of it on a virtual tour. So if you ask me, we would say we are 10 on 10 right now on that.
Good to know that. Nitin, my next question is for you. Now, Mumbai and the neighborhood have been an active market, even during troubled times like demonetization. So what are Mumbaikars looking at today? And has there been any indication that the lockdown period hasn't hampered the industry?
Sure. So, Sneha, Mumbaikars, like the citizens of any other city, their priority is in the following order. Most of the clients at present are preferring to go for the ready-to-move-in inventory, if possible. If it is not possible for a ready-to-move-in inventory, then they are looking for a nearing position. When I'm saying nearing position within the next 6 months. If that is not possible, then the last criteria that clients are looking at is the subvention scheme in an under construction property, because at present in such a scenario, nobody wants to have the two botherations of paying the rent and continuing with the EMIs. What we have witnessed in the last 3 months, the changes in the client's trend is, before this lockdown period, most of the clients were more bothered about the location aspect of the project instead of anything else. It was more about how good the connectivity is, how far my office is. Now, in this time of lockdown, we have observed that clients are giving equal, if not more, emphasis on what is it that the daily need shops are nearby to the project. Is in this project, there is a concept of, work from home. Is there a separate space that is being given in the project for working? So these are a few things that we have observed. The last point is, as soon as the lockdown started, we witnessed that almost the entire industry came to a standstill. We saw the number of the searches going down on our housing platform. The interest of the clients also, paused a little bit. But I think it was more to do with the fact that people thought that this lockdown will be for 10, 15 odd days, and after that, everything will become normal. However, that has not been the case. And now, after 20 days of lockdown, 25 days of lockdown, we saw all the digital searches coming back. The people have once again started adopting to the new normal, because they have realized that this is the way the things are going to be in the foreseeable future. So the searches are coming back. People have started attending the webinars. Channel partners like PropTiger have also, helped the clients in terms of doing the virtual site visits, the video conferences, helping the clients over, on the video calls or over the negotiation, things like that. So people are adopting to this new normal.
Thank you. Akshil, coming to you, how's Powai as an investment destination, and what are the future infrastructure in this area that will make the location further promising?
So Sneha, Powai has always been a very sought after destination from an investment perspective, due to the desirable lifestyle that a Powai resident experiences. It's aspirational in nature. And as both Nitin and Satish mentioned, that 1 month into the lockdown, there has been a resurgence of customer confidence. And Powai definitely is flying very high on the radar of a lot of investors and also a lot of end users. In terms of the future infrastructure stories of Powai, very exciting story is the DP Road, which is going to be coming up just next to our project Visinia, which is going to connect Visinia to the heart of Powai and Hiranandani. That is going to be something very exciting. In addition to that, we also have the upcoming JVLR metro line, in addition to the already existing Versova to Ghatkopar metro line. There is also a development in terms of the Khairani Road widening, which in fact a lot of customers and existing residents of Powai and Chandivli are using now to access offices in BKC as well as Andheri. So a lot of exciting times up ahead for Powai.
Correct. Purvang, coming to you, tell us about Shapoorji Pallonji Visinia, and who is your target audience? What should their budget be and the USPs?
Sure. Hi, good afternoon, people. So Visinia means within the vicinity, and it is a low density project close to the international airport, domestic airport, and surrounded by 8 top schools of Mumbai with top corporates as well. and connectivity wise, it's the best, in Mumbai. So Visinia is, it means within the vicinity, and there are 8 towers. Phase one has 5 towers, and phase two, 3 towers basically. And it's 20 to 22 storage tower with 2 BHK, 3 BHK, and premium 3.5 BHK residences, both with beautiful views of airport, international airport, as well as the internal views of clubhouse, gardens, and the external views towards the beautiful, the hills, mountains, right? And it is one of the tallest project in Chandivali. And our target audience is mainly from Powai Chandivali. 70% comprises, within the vicinity. It's like basically for people who want to upgrade, who are staying in standalone towers, basically without amenities. So who want to upgrade to to larger units with lifestyle amenities. So Visinia has 16 amenities, very unique amenities that will come, to it basically. And so our audiences are basically corporates. So there are corporates like HUL, TCS, Namura, Credit Suisse, okay, Accenture, Godrej, Wipro. So we have people buying who are working in this corporates, and also people who are aspiring for their kids to have the best education in the top 8 schools like Podar International, Bombay Scottish, Hirandani School, SM Shetty, Nahar Foundation School. So best of the 8 schools. That's how it is. And budget wise, if you see basically, our 2 BHK start from 2.15 crores all in, and 3.5 BHKs it goes till 5.10 crore all inclusive.
Okay. Thank you. May I now request Team Shapurji to walk us through the project presentation to give our viewers a better understanding about the company and the project.
Yeah, so coming back to the project USPs and the specifications of the project, as mentioned, Visinia is basically a 6.73 acres project, okay, in which 75% of the area has been used for amenities and landscape gardens done by Site Concepts from Singapore, right? And for people to relax and make the maximum use of the amenities like jogging track, walking track. Again, then there is 2 swimming pools, a 15,000 square feet clubhouse, and along with 16 amenities. So it's 20 to 22 storage tower comprising of 2 BHK, 3 BHKs and 3.5 BHK. So we have premium residences of 3.5 BHK in A and B tower. This is the location map. If you see, it's located in the heart of Chandivali. Now Chandivali is going to be the next Bandra Khar example. Okay, so Powai Chandivali. Chandivali is growing, as Akshal rightly mentioned, that once the DP road comes in, so location wise it will definitely appreciate, and definitely there will be a value addition once the DP road is up, because the connectivity is within 700 meters directly to Hirandani Gardens. So yes, we are located in Chandivali, close to just next to Hirandani, Powai Hirandani. And location-wise, it's centrally located, close to the international airport, domestic airport, surrounded by 8 schools, corporates, hospitals. We have, entertainment zone. We'll just go through the location video.
Team Shapurji. It's time to take a few questions from the audience now. My first question will be addressed to Akshal. What is in the immediate vicinity of the project? Is the connectivity good? I'm a frequent flyer and need to travel often. This is a question we received from Sham Guleria. Akshal, will you please address that?
Thanks, Neha. So I think the video, and as Purvang also mentioned, highlighted the USPs of Visinia as a project in terms of the various infrastructural aspects. located in and around the project. So we start off with the schools. As Purvang said, there are 8 top-notch schools within a 2 or 3 kilometer radius of Visinia. From a connectivity perspective, there is excellent connectivity to both the eastern and western corridors. Visinia is sandwiched between the bustling commercial hub of Andheri as well as the MNCs and large corporates situated in Powai. And the international airport is also a hop, skip, and a jump from Visinia. So very, very well connected by road, rail, as well as metro.
All right. I hope that answers Shyam's question. Let me also tell all our viewers that if you happen to have missed any bit of this webinar or you would have started late, you will be able to access a recording of it on our Facebook page. Moving on to our next question, which is coming from Apurva Kelkar. I wish to buy this property at a good price for my aged parents. Please elaborate what is in it for seniors. Purvang, could you help us with that?
Sure. So in regards to senior citizens, we have a special senior citizen area. Okay, we have jogging track, walking track, and as mentioned earlier, there is a good connectivity in regards to, like, well, there are good hospitals. So there is Hirandani Hospital, there is Godrej Memorial Hospital, Seven Hills Hospital. So there are good healthcare centers as well, and good medical facilities. So inside the project, yes, lots of open space, 75% open space for in regards to amenities. So there is walking track, jogging track, wherein they can have their morning walks, evening walks, a special zone where they can sit, mingle around.
All right. Okay. We'll move to the next question, which is from Jitesh Pagaonkar. Do you charge extra for the amenities that is provided within this housing society? Satish, please help us.
Yeah, like Purvang mentioned, we have about 20,000 square feet of amenity spaces. And what do we charge for it? Probably the least in the market there. We charge about 1.75 lakhs as the clubhouse charges. This is for 20,000 plus of amenity space, which is spread across our clubhouse and also the stilt areas of a lot of buildings. So yeah, would you want to go back to the PPT so we could probably quickly take them through the layouts of the project?
Can we have the PPT again, please?
So, if, in the layout plan, the project layout plan, we can see there are 8 towers, starting from A and B tower. These are the premium luxury towers that only comprises of 3.5 BHK with cross-ventilated apartments, 2 apartments per floor, with beautiful, scenic views of International Airport as well as Powai Lake views. Plus, there is a 9 acres reservation garden as well, okay, from the sun deck view. Coming to the tower C, D, E, and F, 1 floor plate, there are 4 units, 2 of 2 BHKs, 2 of 3 BHKs, both getting the views of either the hillside or the internal amenities or the airport facing views. And these are apartments with balconies. So this is the most unique feature in our project, because as per the new DCR since 2013, balconies are not been provided. So this is an add-on benefit that at Visinia we are providing. And it definitely helps in regards to Vastu, cross ventilation, ample of sunlight, breeze. So C, D, E, and F towers are 2 BHKs and 3 BHKs apartment. Jodi apartments, Jodi can be done. So probably 5 BHK apartment that can be combined into large 4 BHK. Okay. Our G and H towers are 2 BHK Optima. So 1 floor plate, there are 4 units. Okay. And these are units without balcony. All right. So this comprises of 8 towers. Now this is the unit wise plan. So G and H tower, as mentioned, 4 units per floor, 2 units facing the club view and 2 units facing the hill facing. So there are both options for consumers who are aspiring, for either of the views. Yes, please. So this is the unit plan for a 2 BHK Optima. If seen, basically these are, if you see the bedroom sizes, 10, the master bedroom is 10 by 13.9, almost 14. The kids bedroom is 10.2 by 10. Spacious bedroom. In today's time, there are bedroom sizes that other developers are providing, probably 8 by 8, 10 by 9. So here we see large bedroom sizes. Our living dining is also spacious. It comes with a fitted kitchen, a modular kitchen, and fully done up washrooms. So this is basically 671 carpet and starting from 2.15 crore all inclusive. This is again the 2 BHK premium. The only difference is that yes, the room sizes are larger as compared to the previous Optima. Plus there is a add-on benefit, that's a sun deck, a nice squarish rectangular shape sun deck, either facing the east for the cool sunlight breeze, morning sunlight that people would aspire for, or the western side, the southwest breeze basically. All these apartments are Vastu compliant. That's the main USP, and spacious. So if you just add a 3 BHK additional bedroom, it becomes a proper 3 BHK. The difference between a 2 and 3 BHKs, we have just deleted one bedroom, a guest bedroom, it becomes a 2 BHK. The layout remains the same. We have not disturbed the the room sizes. Either it's a 2 BHK or a 3 BHK. Yes. And our 2 BHKs are the largest in the entire vicinity. That is 888 carpet, almost 890 square feet carpet. In today's time, it is impossible to find such large 2 BHK premium residences, luxurious residences in the entire vicinity. That's the main USP. Coming to a 3 BHK Grande, it's again nice, spacious 3 BHK, well planned. Okay, we have not compromised on the room sizes as well. If we see the master bedroom, 10.6 by 15.9, very spacious in today's time. Okay, hardly to find such premium sizes. Again, our kids' bedroom size is 10 by 12. The third bedroom is the guest bedroom or senior citizen bedroom. That is 10 by 13 with a floor to ceiling height of almost 10.5 feet. Spacious living dining in an L shape connected with a sun deck. Here we see our premium A and B towers, 2 units per floor, cross ventilated, along with premium sun decks on both the ends. So, it's a large 3 BHK, very elite, very grand layout with the add-on benefit of a servant quarter. In case if you don't have a servant staying 24 hours by 7, you can either convert it into office, a puja room, or work from home. Okay. Or else, you can convert this 3.5 BHK into a large 4 BHK as well. Yes, please. So let's go through the project walkthrough for Visinia.
Okay, thank you, Sneha, for the video. I'll quickly take you through the project offers. The view that you're seeing right now on your screens are the yield views that is there from almost 50% of the properties. You have seen how the project is, the layout is spread out. So there's no building in front of each other where you will be able to see the yield views on one side. The next slide, please. So coming to the offers right now, the commercials on the property, I'll just summarize the project for you once before I get into the pricing. We are a 6.78 acre land parcel, one of the least density projects in the area. It's a gated complex, having some of the finest residences, probably one of the largest carpet areas that you'll find in the area. We have 16 plus amenities, gated community as compared to most of the other projects, which probably have passed through roads in between, right? Now coming to the commercials, the type of flats that you have seen in the property, the entry level 2-bedroom is at 2.15 CR. That's the all-inclusive price. The 2-bedroom, the larger 2 bedrooms that you saw, which is almost 900 square feet carpet, starts at 2.55 CR all-inclusive. I'll tell you what does all-inclusive mean. The 3 bedrooms are about 3.8 CR all-inclusive, and the 3.5 BHK start at about 5.10 CR all-inclusive. What are we offering right now, given the times that we are in right now? First of all, keeping in line with the times and the expectations of people, given that a lot of people are looking at residential real estate as a good asset class in comparison to your commercial properties as well. So what is an offer? Can we go back to the previous slide, please? So what are we offering right now? We are offering a guaranteed rent back of nearly 5%. In terms of starting at 75,000 rupees for the smallest inventory that we have, going up to right up to about 2 lakh rupees for the 3.5 BHK. So that is inclusive in the price speaking of right now. What are the advantages of booking with us right now? We are taking a refundable expression of interest, which allows you a pre-look-in period where you can block your inventory and the schemes right now. Come visit the property. Our site is already live. Or you can fix a virtual tour for yourself with you and your family, which you can go through and decide to block yourself a unit. This price protection that we're offering, which unlike any other piece in the market today's date, it is a written commitment that we're giving. Any downward trend of prices over the next 6 months, we will translate that price for you, even though you would be buying at a different price at this point of time, right? And so that's the rental scheme plus this offer. The next page, please. So over and above all of these things, the next slide, please. So over and above all these benefits that we are offering right now, for all of you who are come and exclusively participating in this webinar, there will be an additional 5x benefit that we will give you on an EOI amount of 1 lakh. This is specifically for the PropTiger webinar consumers who are attending. You can get in touch with the representatives to understand how to take forward the booking format. We'll take some more questions right now, Sneha. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish and team Shahpurji. It's time to take the next questions that we have in hand. We have a question from Vincent Jacob, who's asking, I'm an NRI and willing to invest in a 2 BHK unit, but I want to inquire, why should I consider Visinia? I think there are enough and more reasons that we've already given, but Akshal, would you want to address this?
Sure. So Sneha, I think it's a very valid question. And we have been experiencing a tremendous amount of interest from NRIs, specifically from the GCC markets, in addition to countries in Western Europe, the US, UK, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Southeast Asia. Visinia has always been a preferred destination for NRI customers, primarily due to the proximity of the international airport, the connectivity of the project, the social infrastructure in the nearby vicinity, in terms of top-notch schools, excellent corporates, hospitals, the high street retail at Powai, and the fact that Visinia itself is the most attractive project, not only from an amenity perspective, but also from a pricing perspective. I saw one question from the audience, which in fact compared the pricing to Hiranani Atlantis, right? So this is very, very attractive pricing for the entire market, and the offers that we have right now are extremely lucrative, not only for NRIs, but also for domestic users, end users, as well as investors. Thanks.
Thank you. Purvang, there's a question from Kasturba Mohanty who is asking us, what is the furnishing that will come along with this project?
Sure. So we are providing semi-furnished apartments that comprises of air conditioners, fully fitted kitchen, okay, a fully done up sun deck, your flooring, Italian marble flooring. So consumer in today's time has to only take care of two things. One is his interiors, and secondly is movable white goods.
Thank you. Here's Rajiv Shetty who's asking us, how's the resale market in Powai? Is it better to buy a 2 or 3 BHK unit in Mumbai? I'm an investor living in Ahmedabad, but I have a property in Panvel already. Akshar, would you want to answer that?
Yes, I'll take that question, Sneha. So, in fact, Powai has a very vibrant resale market for the simple reason that it is one of the most aspirational locations in Bombay. So it has not only a thriving resale market, but as well as Powai also boasts some of the highest rental yields in Bombay and possibly entire India. And it is advantageous because there is very limited supply due to the premium nature of the entire location, and there is far more demand. So as an investor, I would always recommend possibly go for a 2-bedroom. There's faster demand, more demand for 2 bedrooms versus 3-bedroom. From an end user perspective, I would definitely suggest that look at a 3-bedroom or a large 2-bedroom with a balcony, 888 square feet. Unbelievable typology, nothing of the kind in the entire market. So I think it's great to look at it from an investment perspective because you're going to get fantastic returns and appreciation, especially with the DP road coming up as well as the widening and broadening of Khirani Road. And with the advent of the Jebel Metro, connectivity is also going to be unparalleled.
Thank you. Let me also remind viewers at this point of time that they can send across their questions regarding Visinia, and we'll take this up live if time allows. Let me also tell you that if you happen to miss any bit of this webinar, you can access a recording of it on our Facebook page. We move on to our next question coming from Jay Shankar Sarab. Are Mumbaikars buying property now or waiting? Is there any clue that interest rates will fall further or property prices will dip further? Nitin, that's for you.
Sure. Okay, so there are 3 sub-questions in a single question. So Mumbaikars by their very nature are more action-oriented. They hate to wait. So it's not as if they are waiting for something to happen and then the transactions will happen. The testimony to what I have been saying is the numerous articles that we are reading in the newspapers that, so many developers are still selling their inventory. So the clientele are still looking for buying the flat. They are doing the transactions. It's just that the negotiations are now more serious in nature and goes more deep. As far as the interest rate is concerned, although I'm not an economist, but as a layman, what I can tell you is that they are at a historical low at present, and I don't foresee the interest rates going further down. The main question is, a lot of people are anticipating that there is going to be a price drop or price correction in almost all the markets. I beg to differ. I have read articles saying, 30% price correction is in store, 40% price correction. And I'll give very valid reasons. The entire concept of a price as determined by the economist is on the demand and supply situation. The COVID-19 has not in any way impacted the supply side of it. It is not as if the supply has increased and that is why the prices will correct. As far as demand is concerned, what I have covered in the earlier part of this question is that demand is still very much there. So prices are not going to correct as such in a particular locality. What may happen is that in a typical 1 or 2 cases in a locality, in a project, there can be a sort of a distress sale, either from a developer's end or from an existing homeowner's end. So, but we will not call it as a price correction in the overall market. And God forbid that, a price correction of this magnitude should happen, because then we are almost talking about the melting up of the entire economy. My last advice to the clients will be that please do not let your decision be influenced by the price decline or how much the prices have dropped by. Because if it is an under construction property, rest assured, the first thing that is going to be impacted because of the price correction will be the quality of the construction. The profit margin will be the absolute last thing that anybody will touch upon. So please do not expect a price correction. But yes, you can negotiate pretty hard as far as the payment terms are concerned or some freebies are concerned. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you, Nitin.
Sneha, before the next question, I'd just like to add to what Nitin just mentioned. Prices. So the apprehensions that people have, whether prices are going to drop any further, I think we have the right solution for it. We have something called a price protection, which we will document, get it signed by people, which is a commitment from our end in the event of any price drop tomorrow, right? We will go ahead and give them the price difference to what they're buying today to whatever is going to be the price tomorrow. So right now is the time, like Nitin pointed out the factors, there's no reason for people to wait anymore, right? I think they should go ahead and positively buy right.
Thank you. We'll pick up the next question that's come from Atul Kirloskar, who's asking, what is the ongoing rentals of 2 BHKs in Powai? Do you expect higher rents in Visaina because it's by Shapoorji? Purvang, please help us.
Sure, very good question. So the ongoing rentals in and around Powai Chandivali 2 BHK easily demands between 45,000 to 60,000 rupees. And in Powai, the same configuration would in Hirandani, would demand between 75,000 to at least 90,000 for a 2 BHK. For a 3 BHK, it would be close to 1.20 to 1.50. And in Hirandani, it would go up to 2 lakh rupees and above. Okay. Now, why Visaina? We are saying that it would demand a higher rental because coming back to the amenities, 16 recreational amenities, whatever comes in your mind, we have provided everything in regards to amenities. Okay. Like in fact, the unique facilities in the clubhouse, are business centers as well as the guest rooms, So in case if you have visitors at home, so they can be easily accommodated in our clubhouse as well. So these are benefits, sort of a value addition. Again, the density is low. Today, people are looking forward to upgrade their lifestyles, from a standalone to a gated community with low density, with a good gentry of people. So the people who are buying with us are majorly for end use. Okay. And if you look at the gentry, managing director of Nomura, executive director of Accenture, senior vice president of Godrej, senior vice president HUL, and other corporates as well. So definitely, you definitely wish your neighbors, should be good enough, from a good place. So the gentry is too good. And in Visaina, we are looking for 2 BHK rental to demand between say 70,000 to at least 75,000 to 1 lakh rupees, and 3 BHK close to 120 to 140, and a 3.5 BHK is 2 lakhs and above. Keeping in mind all the add-on benefits, the open areas, amenities, okay, the gentry of people. Again, I'm repeating myself. The gated community, because as a developer, we have picked up the learnings from other developers like a 3-layer underground basement car park. So we have literally gone 15 feet underground to develop 3 layers of, 3 basements of car parking. Because this entire vicinity, like, Nahar, Raheja, Lake Homes, car parking is a big issue. So we have taken the learnings from the surroundings. So definitely it should command and demand a higher rental value.
Thank you. We move on to the next question coming from Ravi S. Mohan. What are the additional charges I should budget before approaching for this property? How about PLC? Satish.
So the prices that we mentioned, starting from 2.55 CR going right up to 5.1 CR, is an all-inclusive price. Now, people will be happy to note that even though we are an under construction property, we have waived off the GST prices altogether. So that's a clear saving of about 7%. Right. Over and above that, what do they have to budget for? Our components are broken down into only 3 components. One is your agreement value, since it's free of GST right now. Then there is stamp duty registration cost, which is at a 5% right now, which is at a reduced 1% value now. Plus registration, plus the other charges, which primarily includes Clubhouse charges, which I mentioned previously, is at about 1.75 lakhs. And the rest of it are about 18 months maintenance included in it. And the rest of them are pass-through charges like your electric meter charges, water meter charges. So over and above what we have already mentioned, there's nothing additional that the person needs to prepare. The prices that we have mentioned are all inclusive.
Thank you. The next question is from Matthew DeCosta, who's asking, will you count Powai in your list of top 5 locations to invest in Mumbai? I was looking to invest in Kandivali, but do you think it is a wise move to consider Powai? I'd like both Akshal and Mr. Nitin to answer this.
Sure. So I believe we've listed a whole bunch of reasons why Powai has been, is, and will be the most preferred investment destination in entire Mumbai and possibly West India as well, right? To reiterate what these points are: the lifestyle, the aspirational aspect, the social infrastructure, schools, hospitals, offices, retail, and connectivity. Now, from someone who is looking at or possibly looking at investing in Kandivali, the advantage of considering Powai as a destination is the fact that the commute, right? Your major office hubs, whether it is BKC, whether it is Vikhroli, whether it is Andheri East, and Powai itself, are very easily accessible from Visinia. Whereas we all know what's happening with the Western Expressway and the metro work. You know, the commute has become miserable. So not only that, a lot of corporates who are, in fact, are our primary TG, who are based in Kandivali, have already relocated and purchased apartments in Visinia, thanks to the ease of access and connectivity, reduction of commute to work, and the top quality schools where they can provide their children with the best of education, all situated in the vicinity of Visinia. So yes, that's why I believe Powai is a far more attractive option.
I think Akshay has covered it in almost every aspect. Location-wise, if we look at Kandivali and Powai, I don't think there can be any comparison in these two locations. With the Eastern Expressway on one side, you know, so many corporate schools, etc. there, and the great rental yield. It is not as if you are purchasing a flat in Powai and tomorrow if you have to relocate to another city, the rental yield will be much higher in Powai than what is going to be in Kandivali. And one factor which nobody can change in Powai is that there's scarcity of land. So there's not going to be an abundant supply which is going to drive the prices down or bring the rental yield down.
Just to add to one more point, Nitin, the fact that we are offering this never before seen rental assurance scheme with almost 5% yields, which again is a very unique offering in the market, makes Powai, Visinia all the more exciting and lucrative.
Yes.
Over to you, Sneha.
We move on to the next question coming from Manish Tendulkar, who's asking, I need some time to arrange finances, but I wish to know the booking amount for this property and all other charges I need to pay upfront. How long will your offer run? Satish.
Okay, so could you repeat the question, Sneha? What are the components in the question?
Yeah, the first question is, I need some time to arrange finances, but I wish to know the booking amount for this property and all other charges I need to pay up front.
Okay. So the booking, how much time does this offer run? We are going to probably withdraw this offer at the month end for the retail market. But given the fact that we're conducting the webinar today, we'll extend the offer for a couple of weeks for everybody who's attending this program. So you'll have 15 days to invest in this scheme. What do you need to pay right now? Like I mentioned, you have a free look-in, totally 100% refundable EOI, which they can pay. That is as low as 1 lakh rupees right now. They can pay 1 lakh rupees and participate in the scheme. Now our sites are open too. So they can take this 2 weeks time frame to come visit the property, discuss their finances, discuss how they like to go out with the payment plans. We have various payment plans, customized payment plans. We have a bank subvention scheme in place, right? So we will be able to discuss finances once they come down, shortlist an apartment, and we are flexible with the payment plans to suit people's requirement today's date. Other charges, I mentioned this for a previous question as well. Our prices are all inclusive. So what do they pay right now after going forward from an EOI? They'll have to be paying 5%. And if they're choosing a bank loan, the next 75% comes from the bank. The 20% later, which is closer to possession, needs to be paid by the consumer, and 5% on possession, the bank will fund it. Like I'm saying, we have flexible payment plans. So once we discuss specific units, we'll be able to take it and customize it for a consumer.
Thank you. We move on to the next question from Sachin Agarwal, who's asking, can PropTiger help me with home loan and documentation as well? I have already concluded sales with PropTiger, but at that time I did not require documentation help. This time I'm buying for my parents and they do not understand legalities. What will be the charges for the same? Nitin.
Sure. So the entire business model of PropTiger is to be a one-stop shop for the clients, wherein they have to just let us know what their requirements are, and we will help them in shortlisting the locality, the project, even the home loan part. So you need not worry about anything. We have tie-up with more than 13 odd financial institutions, and based on your financial situation, the project and the other aspects, we will recommend a financial institution. We will collect all the documents from your place, submit it to the bank. So you need not worry about anything. Even for the advices that we give related to the projects, we do study every single developer and the project. And once we are convinced about that project, it is registered in RERA, it is compliant with all the laws, only then we suggest a particular project to our clients. To answer the second part of the question, that what are the charges involved? Well, as I had mentioned earlier in the webinar, that this service is free of cost for clients.
Thank you. Well, that's all the time we have in hand today. We'll wind up the webinar with a closing remark from all our panelists, starting with you, Mr. Satish.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful interacting. A lot of valid questions that came through. Right, we're happy to note that so many people have logged into this call. Through PropTiger, in fact, Nitin mentioned all the services that they extend. It's been one of our great associations with them. In fact, we've been working very closely with them on a lot of projects. So it's a one-stop shop. You have PropTiger, which will take care of all the other requirements that's required to booking. We are ready with our virtual platform. Anybody who wants to fix a individual appointment and go through the project details once again, we are good to do that. Best time to buy right now with the price protection that we are offering and the type of payment plan flexibility that we're giving. I think just about the right time for people to buy. So all the best. We look forward to seeing a lot of you at our project sites. Thank you.
Thank you. Akshal.
Thank you, Sneha, Nitin, and the entire PropTiger team for hosting this wonderful webinar. And most importantly, would like to thank each and every participant for taking the time off to listen to the USPs of Visinia as a project, as well as the exciting schemes and offers that we have. The biggest advantage is that Visinia is close to possession, which is, as Nitin mentioned, the key requirement for most consumers of real estate today. I see that there are a lot of questions which we were unable to answer, but we look forward to connecting and interacting with each and every one of you in the near future. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you. Purvang. Purvang, your line is muted.
Yeah, sure. So thank you everyone for attending this wonderful webinar. Okay, on a very short notice. Look forward to meet each one of you at our experience center and have a wonderful time. And thank you, PropTiger, being a corporate channel partner for allowing for having this wonderful session and helping us as well.
Thank you, Nitin.
So thank you everybody for attending the webinar. Just a quick recap is that we have covered the location, which is Powai. Akshal, Satish, Purvang has spoken about the location, about the project as well. So as far as location is concerned, I don't think there is any doubt. Shapurji Palanji has a great name. The project is quite convincing, and moreover, the offers that have been extended for the next couple of weeks are quite enticing. And I'm really sorry that we could not answer all the questions, but rest assured, immediately after this webinar is over, we will try to answer all your questions on a one-on-one basis. Our team will get in touch with you shortly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, panelists, for being with us today and answering the queries. Thank you, viewers, for joining us on Project Talk. We hope to have answered some of your queries today. Should you have any more questions about Visinia, Our representatives will get back to you. You could also use our social media handles to drop in your questions. If you happen to miss any bit of this webinar, you can get back to our Facebook page and view and access our recording on the same. Till yet another episode of Project Talk, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.